Welcome now the Speaker of the California State Assembly, Democrat John Perez of Los Angeles. Mr. Speaker, thanks for taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
Give us the status. You've missed the budget deadline once again, but you've said that you have now a united front between the Assembly Democrats and the Senate Democrats on a budget. Talk to us about the details.
We do. We've been working very diligently at this actually since my first day as Speaker. We've had the most open, transparent process I think that anybody could imagine. We've had over 70 hearings. We've had town halls across the state, all of which have informed the document that we came out with, expressing the joint values of the Assembly and the Senate Democrats, protecting full funding for education, both at K-12 and higher education, protecting jobs, because quite frankly, the governor's proposal would eliminate about 430,000 jobs, the exact last thing you want to do in this kind of a budget environment, and also making sure that we protect the social safety net. These are all things that are in keeping with the values that we hear from people across the state of California. And lastly, we do it in a way that doesn't do any broad-based tax increases. So we focus on the future, we focus on stabilizing employment, and we focus on getting us a balanced budget on time. We missed the deadline because, quite frankly, we haven't gotten any response from the Republicans. They haven't given us any ideas that they'd like to share. So we've been meeting over the last few days. We're going to continue meeting both at the leadership level and in our conference committee to get us a budget deal as quickly as we can.
Well, the governor's office say there's nothing to discuss because your document, they said, was 2 pieces of paper. There's no conference report. There's nothing that comes close to what the May revise looks like. There are no details to your, you have some ideas, but you don't have a plan.
Well, actually, we had a plan that we put forward on May 25th. They've spent the last month kicking holes in it instead of trying to come up with new ideas of their own. We're quite frankly waiting for Republicans to give us ideas as well. We are moving diligently through the conference process, but you've got to have both parties being willing to move. And up to this point, the Republicans haven't offered any ideas. So we're going to keep holding firm at having a conference that's open and deliberative. We'll be meeting through the next week and ongoing until we have something that we can get 54 votes on. If we had a rational system like 47 other states that require a simple majority to pass a budget, we'd have a budget today.
And that'll be on the ballot in the fall. Let's talk about that number you said, 455,000 jobs. Where do you get that?
We did an evaluation of all the cuts that the governor proposed in his budget. University of California did an evaluation as well. Our evaluation said 430,000 jobs would be cut by the governor's budget proposal. University of California says 380,000. Either way, we're around 400,000. The exact last thing you want to do. This week, we're talking about job losses at the national level, and everybody's talking about how devastating it is that the country will have lost 100,000 jobs in the last month. Can you imagine what would happen if the state of California adopted a budget where we'd lose 400,000 jobs here just because we passed the budget that the governor proposed? It would devastate the economy.
Yet there are some, for example, a study recently out of the University of Southern California, and economists there say that by eliminating just one of the tax breaks for the corporations that have yet to go into effect,